When you think of the Chesapeake Bay, you probably think of things like rockfish, oysters, and blue crabs. While those are iconic Chesapeake critters, the watershed spans over 64,000 square miles and is home to over 3,600 species of plants and animals. From the headwater streams in New York to the open ocean in Virginia, the Chesapeake Bay watershed provides habitat that attracts migrations from as far as the Arctic Circle and gives life to some of nature's most unique creatures.
I personally think that people should care about bears because they should care about wildlife. My name is Emily Carollo. I'm the black bear biologist for the Pennsylvania Game Commission. We are in central Pennsylvania. We're actually in Center County, but the bear we're visiting today was originally collared in northern Huntington County. And today we're going to go visit her den. We're going to go check on her collar, make sure it still fits well, especially after the fall that we had. There's been a ton of acorns on the ground this past fall, and they tend to plump up a little bit, so we want to make sure her collar still fits appropriately. And we'll also take any kind of biological samples we can collect, like hair and blood. And in addition to that, we will tag the cubs, any cubs that are in the den, and we'll also collect hair and blood from them as well. The collar that this particular bear has on is a GPS collar. It is collecting GPS locations. When we handle these bears, we're able to download that data, and that GPS data is incredibly valuable. We're talking about how bears use the landscape, identifying home ranges, doing resource selection modeling. These collars are really beneficial in collecting that data and really helping us better understand wildlife as a whole. Fortunately, in the Chesapeake Bay watershed, overall, black bear populations are very healthy. Over the last several decades, black bears have recovered throughout a lot of their original range when settlers originally came here. And black bears were among the many species that were persecuted because they were considered dangerous or they were over-harvested. And really, most importantly, there was a lot of habitat loss. And so as habitat started to come back, we started to get our eastern forests back, we started to get those hard and soft mass species back, we started to regulate when and how bears could be harvested to really make sure we weren't over-harvesting a resource. Black bears really started to make a comeback.
If you think about an iconic species that really represents our forested landscape here in the Chesapeake Bay watershed, the black bear, talk about iconic. This is a species that relies on large, unbroken, unfragmented forest tracts and is really restricted to wilderness areas. These are big animals that have large home ranges, they move a lot, and while they are common and widespread, they're very rarely seen. The importance of that forested landscape is something that we're promoting here at the Alliance. Through our forest plantings, our reforestation efforts, and our riparian buffers, we continue to expand the amount of forest habitat throughout the Bay watershed that not only benefits our local waters and the Bay itself, but large species like the American black bear.
I think bears are so important for our ecosystems as a whole because they have an incredibly large home range size. They need a lot of land to be able to be successful as a population. It actually benefits agencies or organizations that are looking to protect a species like black bears because they're protecting a lot of land, and that ultimately benefits a ton of other species that may have smaller home ranges or smaller resource needs. In addition to that, black bears do serve as a seed disperser. They, like I said, they are very omnivorous and really lean more towards that vegetarian side, and they eat really essentially a lot of hard and soft mast. And so around here today, even though it's a lot of thorns, there's also a lot of blackberry and raspberry, and actually those berries are consumed by black bears, and those seeds are dispersed like many other soft mass species. Everything is kind of connected, right? Black bears play this really important role in the landscape, but it's not just the biology and the ecology behind it. It's the cultural importance of maintaining species like black bears in the landscape. I really think that it's important for people to appreciate bears on the landscape because it's important to appreciate wildlife. You know, we really all have this inherent connection back to the land, and it's just being outside and not just being able to experience black bears, but wood turtles and our box turtles and the rattlesnakes and the hawks and the eagles. Like, that is, I think, the most enjoyable thing, is just getting out into the woods and really appreciating wildlife, and being able to see it is pretty awesome.
Thanks for watching our video. If you liked what you saw, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out our website to learn how you can be part of restoring your local river or stream to the Chesapeake Bay.